Hello everybody, the Fish here. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. In today's episode, we're going to be working on the quarry, I guess. Yeah, there's some things that I've been doing. So a lot of things I've done. Basically, off camera, I've done pretty much everything we need to do to get ready. We've got 64 heavy-duty plates in storage, and there's an arrow there because a skeleton just shot at me. And then there's this big thing, which is like, apparently since I found out that oil can burn, I also found out how to make it infinitely burn. So I got this thing now. It's a very nice decoration, and it makes everything look pretty nice, and, well, this is what we're going to do with all that oil we found. So if you haven't seen that video, we actually found out that the quarry stopped mining because of oil, then, well, you should go check that out, of course. Oh, here we go. You're all about to see what I mean when I mean that oil infinitely burns. Just give it a second. Big, not responding lag spike. And this is a very nice way to decorate your areas if you have buildcrafts, and it just makes stone. Hopefully it didn't make stone. Basically, this lava will burn the oil after a while, hopefully. And it will look pretty nice. It just does, because the oil kind of burns until it gets up there, and then it will just, eventually it will burn all the way up. Yeah, as you can see, oil's burning now, and it looks pretty nice, and, you know, it might cause a little bit of lag here and there, but I'm sure it will be fine. Wow, this is pretty nice. Even the, oh crap, it's gonna burn all the way out. Alright, so anyway, what I've been doing off camera is really, I figured out how to automate everything. Because in the last episode, as you all know, actually, let's turn that off, because we don't need to fly. Let's even take that off, because, well, we don't need to fly. I enchanted another pair of armor, so we got protection 4 and unbreaking 3. That's really good, so I'm not complaining, because, well, I shouldn't be getting such good enchantments, but what's with all these mushrooms? Okay, we have a mushroom apocalypse going on. Anyway, this is the current setup. I have a extractor just pulling stuff out. I'm gonna call this the extractor. It's actually a logistical sorter, and I actually use one here too, but we really don't need that. We can actually make this really small and compact, but we have a ton of these things. We might as well just use these until we don't need them. So. And this is what it's done. It's built an entire diamond chest, first row, with 10. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Alright, so, other than that, like, off camera, the quarry, I had to move it twice now. Actually, it might have been 3 times. But we're on, like, a pretty good section of ground. Oh, I forgot to mention what blocks I was using in that thing over there. I actually used bleached bone blocks, and look at all these chests we have. We actually need to condense these down at some point. I'll do that off camera, don't worry. You don't have to see that. Yeah, so I've actually moved this thing like 3 or 4 times now. And, yeah, it mines a lot. So, we got a ton of boxes to move in this episode. And, well, I guess while we do this, I can really just, like, you know, just talk about things. I don't know. I don't have anything to talk about, really. I just got a, like, ton of boxes and that. Alright, so I guess the plan for the future is, like, we are getting pretty far along in the series. We're on episode 23. Oh my gosh, that's an annoyance. We're on episode 23, and, well, it's been quite a long series so far. This is pretty much, like, 8 times longer than any other series, almost, on my channel. So, yeah, it's pretty long. Considering that most of my series are, like, 2 episodes, 4 episodes, 3 episodes, you know, just short series is, I guess. Okay, we're not gonna put chests in there. Oh, also, wondering where I got all the obsidian I used in that build. The quarry is a very nice thing. you can put water next to it, and it will move the water, kind of. I'll explain it eventually, how I did that, or I'll show it off. Because that's a very unique thing you can do with a lot of different mods. They have the ability to dig straight down, and, you know, water flows down, so... Alright, so now we gotta do this part. So I actually learned off camera that you cannot triple you can only double it, probably. So that's pretty bad, because I had to make 64 of these, and to make 64 of those, we already had 64 copper, we had 64 tin plates, we had 64 steel plates, which I made off camera. Yeah, I think I actually might have done some of that in the last episode. But anyway, the big problem here is that it keeps making tin, and we're gonna have a ton of tin. We need to get it to do other things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take all the tin out and put it in a different chest. Oh, here's all the coal. We got a ton of it. Because the machine has been mining crazy, and after it finishes a chunk, I can just go in and check out what was there with my jetpack, which is what I've been doing. I actually turned my jetpack off before I stored it in my inventory. Oh, we're on our 6th one of these things. Let's go. Once we get 7, we have a stack of them. Can you believe that? Probably not, but let's go. Alright, so let's just get all of the tin ore because, well, I don't really want to make any more tin. We need to get working on osmium. That's really important. The reason I'm saying osmium is important is because we have, like, almost 2.5 stacks of obsidian dust that needs to be turned into refined obsidian ingots, and that is a very important thing for us because I have broken several tools at this point, and it's just not fun when you break tools. And getting the villager farm working is another essential thing that we just haven't had the time to do. But it will need to be done. Again. So there we go, we got that done. And like I said, we will need to condense all of this into a couple of chests, because look at this, it's just a big mess. It's just like empty spaces, random spaces that we don't need. It's really unorganized, and well, there's easy ways to organize things, so let's go ahead and do those later on. Yeah. I've also, okay, so these mushrooms, here's the thing about them, I've actually been farming them, and that's why they're there. That's why the beginning of my episode was about, why is there mushrooms in here, you know? But, like, I've actually been farming them, so, if you're wondering, that's why I have all these mushrooms in here. Alright, so let's see if we got any more tin left. No, we don't want tin. We want, aluminum, osmium. Just osmium. Let's go for some osmium. Yeah, osmium, iron, and, well, not tin. Maybe some copper. Just throw it all in there, really. We're gonna have a ton of copper and tin. That's pretty much the thing about this series, is that once it really gets going, we're gonna have at least 3 or 4 double chests full of it. That's not an exaggeration at all, because we can 5 times, or we can triple the ore, we can quadruple the ore. We're just not really technologically there yet when it comes to this. So, let's see how the fire's going over there. Because eventually that will burn out. Yeah, it's just slowly climbing, as you can see. It was at the bottom before, so it's kind of like an hourglass, I guess. And this is the launch pad if you haven't seen that episode. There's a lot of things that you just need to keep up with in this series. Like, the first 4 episodes are pretty boring. In the first one I was just talking about how, like, you know, it's a new series, you know. And in this episode I pretty much am doing some boring tasks, which is what I do most of the episodes into the series. And the only reason I do boring tasks is because, well, there's not much else to do on camera, except for once we get into certain fun things, you know. Alright, let's just move all of this ore, just so that way we can move those boxes once this thing finishes. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm doing the quarry like this, and doing these chunks each at a time, it's because I want to mine this stuff. This is quarried stone, and it's beautiful. It's just white. So... Of course, it really goes well with like other darker colored blocks and like red blocks and stuff. It's just like very useful color. Alright. So now we have 2 whole rows in a single chest of I mean coal, I guess. Really, it's all it is, so. We could probably get started on actually making our own diamonds if we wanted to, but really, it's not worth it yet. We don't have the machinery, so let's just not do it. Aluminum, tin, copper. This is anything that we can't do, I'm pretty sure. Except for the gold. We could actually throw that in there. Do I have any osmium in here? Yes, I do. Do I have anything else in there? Just tin? Alright. The reason I'm not going to do much copper or anything along this nature is because, as I said before, it is going to be piled up. There's going to be a ton of it, especially iron at some point. Because we will, in fact, find a place where we can get infinite iron from. And I am not joking, there is ways to do this. And it doesn't involve a farm at all. Just in general, there is a way to get it. Let's see, we got redstone. We don't have as much redstone as we do coal. And the only reason it is that way is because I haven't actually mined that much redstone with our fancy pickaxe right here. Which is almost broken, so we're gonna need to get a new fancy pickaxe at some point. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, I haven't worked on the other building off camera because, well, I haven't had much time. I've been really busy working on all this other stuff. And, yeah, it's gonna be kind of crazy, so don't worry about it, just, you know. Alright, let's see what else we gotta do. Oh, we're down on hunger. I completely have been ignoring it this entire episode. Alright, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna keep doing the, quarry. We're gonna keep it going, and we're gonna unorganize some of these organize some of these chests. We still got a ton of these cardboard boxes full of wonderful things that I haven't seen yet because I didn't really look in these chests. This one's pretty empty. Yeah, the quarry doesn't fill all the chests apparently, so I give it like 2 double chests. If you're wondering how many I do for like the base size. It's really all it needs. It doesn't need a lot, because it will fill up a single chest. It will fill up a double chest and a single chest. But it won't fill up 3 double chests. That's what I do. And the reason I do 3 is because of the way I do it. You only need 5 cobblestone pipes if you do 3. Yeah. So, I got a ton of obsidian off camera, too. Which actually came from some naturally formed water, which was like right up there, and then there was lava underneath it. So when the quarry mined, it filled up the entire chunk with water, and then it mined an entire chunk of obsidian because of that, and it didn't even have to stop because of the lava. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, and that's how some mods do it. I guess that's like, you know, a useful way of getting obsidian, and a ton of it, pretty much an infinite amount if you think about it. It's just like the way you can get iron, because we can use the quarry to get an infinite amount of iron eventually. Alright, let's see. We need more iron because we don't have a full stack here. So let's see if there's any iron. We got osmium, uranium, aluminum, lead. Alright. Alright. Alright, this is good. This is good. I'm just gonna take a look at what's in here. We got some iron. We're gonna be very good on iron, it looks like. Then what we're gonna do after we've gotten all this stuff is that we're gonna go and dive into the little trench we've dug out. And when I mean little trench, I mean absolutely massive chasm. Let's see what the fire's doing. I wonder if it's gonna go out this episode or if it takes several episodes, because it can take a while. It actually takes longer, or less time if it's like more oil. No, I don't think it's gonna go out, but it did go. It disappeared. Like here, let me explain it. It disappeared when I saved my exited it. So wow, this is nice. I really like this decoration feature that I just invented. It's very nice. Now, if you're wondering if you want to build one of these, it's actually really hard. You gotta keep the oil as far away from the lava as possible, but you don't want to make it too big, otherwise it will look dumb. I'm just saying. Make it as big as you want if you'd like. It can get bigger. Pretty much the way I designed it, it's not foolproof. I'm sure there's a better way because the oil down there hasn't even gone away yet. So, yeah. Maybe it's got something to do with tick rates and stuff. Why did we come up here? Well, let's just jump down, because why not? And our armor is so good at this point, we're practically immune to everything. So it's just like my Xbox One world, so we don't need to worry. Let's get that tin out of there, because tin is gross. Who likes tin? Nobody. Alright. Oh, look, mushrooms. More mushrooms. There we go. We're a mushroom farming machine. No data in the box. Alright. Wait, why can't it stack? There is clearly data in this box. Wait, what? There's no data in the box, but it just doesn't want to stack? Oh, they only stack in 16. Wow. How terrible of it. It only stacks in 16s. I thought it would stack to 64, but I guess I'm wrong. Alright. Anyway, how's this thing doing? It looks like it's ran into some more oil. Oh my gosh, we're gonna like have 1,000,000 gallons of oil. How much oil is there in this world? We have more in Minecraft. Alright, let's put on our jetpack. Make sure to turn it on, of course. And that was very loud, so I might wanna repeat myself just in case. So here's what you can do if you're getting bored of just watching your quarry mine and you want to mine for it. Well, worry not, we actually have the ability to use a jetpack and, well, mine coal. It gets you levels, so that means you can enchant your armor, you know, good stuff. You can even probably enchant jetpacks and flamethrowers if you want. But the main thing is that, well, it allows you to, like, get into these areas that you wouldn't be able to necessarily get into if you didn't have the quarry, which allows you to pretty much dig a giant hole. Oh, look at this thing. It's broken. It hit oil. Yeah, this is the big problem. We need to get rid of this oil, so I think the best way to go about it is just to light it all on fire. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, this is gonna get very laggy, so I'm gonna just get out the flamethrower and use this thing to just burn all this oil. No. Flamethrower mode bumped to heat. There we go. We're gonna have to switch it back to combat mode. Is this enough? Well, I guess it is, so. Okay, is there an option to, like, get the flamethrower to... Inferno mode, that's it. Oh, it goes through stone, that's a big issue. Okay, there we go, now we can get rid of this oil. Okay, oil's immune to this. Now we really gotta watch our jetpack fuel here because it might run out. So, yeah, there we go. There's one patch of oil, and then here's the other. Now I'm not too worried about oil because, well, as you all know, oil's not really that useful yet for us. I guess that's the word. It is useful in the long run, but really, we don't need a very long-term source of oil. There we go. We just gotta get it to burn. Now this is really weird, like how liquid physics work when they're... Okay, apparently the fire also burns the other stuff, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so will this fire infinitely burn, or does it, like, is it able to even overtake this? Alright, I guess this is the end of the episode, so, if you all enjoyed today's episode, we've just spent the entire episode dealing with things like the oil problem, how there's just a million gallons of oil getting in our way. You can, you know, like and subscribe, just do it now. Subscribe, like, yes. YouTube loves it when you like and subscribe to me. They love it. The employees there at YouTube just love my channel, so they love it when you like and subscribe to me. Anyway, I guess I'll see you all next time, so, goodbye.